Okay, I promised to tell you about something really good, so consider this an early Christmas present. If you're designing air conditioning systems and you're using fan coil units, take note. Things are going to change and you have heard it here first. Aermec have introduced a valve kit. It's called the VCZ-X4 valve kit, and basically what this does is allow you to connect a 2-pipe fan coil unit to a 4-pipe fan coil system, or a 4-pipe system. So what we're doing is we're facilitating the connection of the 4-pipe system. So you design your system as you always would, with your 2 pipes chilled water, 2 pipes hot water or warm water, and you connect them to a single 2-pipe fan coil unit. Why would you want to do this? Well, on fan coil units you will have 3 rows of copper tubes, aluminium fins for your cooling, and you have 1 row of copper tubes, aluminium fins for your heating. So imagine if you can connect your heating to your cooling coil, you have 3 times the surface area. So you can see here how this works. You still have your, I actually have a valve here. So this is the actual valve kit. So let me show you. So it's really neat, nice, tidy, compact. You still connect as you normally would your 2 pipes heating, 2 pipes cooling. You have the exact same control valves. Comes with a nice little insulated section to prevent your condensation. And it's all designed to fit directly onto the Aermec fan coil units, the VCZ range. So nice, neat, compact, but most importantly, extremely efficient. I know some consulting engineers are looking at this. We've promoted this over the last number of years. There was a little bit of resistance, the reason being there can be some glycol change if you have glycol in your chill water system and not in your heating system. Of course you can have a certain amount of contamination between one side and the other. So you do need to be aware of that. It's not regular, because you will have the same valve opening and closing pretty much for the whole summer, and the same other valve opening and closing all winter. Obviously with the difference with the control band, it's not frequent, it doesn't happen too often. If you consider the downside of that occurring, weigh it up with the efficiency savings, the glycol situation, it becomes pretty much negligible, and of course you can account for that. Either design your system without glycol, or just implement a maintenance schedule where you keep an eye on it. Quite simple, look after that. So what are the benefits? Okay, straight away, like I said, the efficiency, 3 rows instead of 1 on the heating. So what can you do? You can obviously reduce the warm water temperature. So instead of taking 60, 65 from a boiler, you can now use maybe 35, 40, 45, something like that, obviously depending upon the sizing of your fan coil. And you don't even necessarily need to connect it to a boiler anymore. You can now connect this to a heat pump. If you're smart, you'll use a 4-pipe multifunctional heat pump, and you'll get a real benefit connecting on there. Because if you're in cooling mode at the same time, you're basically getting your heating for free. So combining the products there makes a hell of a lot of sense. The cost, of course, it's a lot cheaper. You're only buying a 2-pipe fan coil unit, not a 4-pipe fan coil unit, yet it's more efficient. Space, not always the case, but in certain models, the size of the unit will be physically smaller because it's only a 2-pipe, not a 4-pipe. Installation, it's much easier and cheaper to install it. You don't have contractors trying to connect your valves into here, do all your pipe work. Like I said, this comes as a kit, ready-made. It'll fit directly onto the VCF range of fan coil units from Aermec. So nice, neat and easy to install, and consequently cheap to install. Time of installation is obviously quicker because of it, and integration, I mentioned, it's compatible with the Aermec range. Controls pretty much the exact same as you would control a fan coil unit previously. So you can see you have your wall mounted, your recessed, you have your ceiling mounted, your ducted, which is the most common type of fan coil you would sell nowadays. And there it is, fitted, as you can see, nice and neat. So really, really good solution. This is the factory, by the way. So the front of the factory here, that's the chiller factory. Very impressive, massive, as you can see. This is the fan coil unit factory just onto the back of the chiller factory. That's logistics, storage and so on. they can churn out something like 2,000 fan coils a week just in the Fan Coil Unit factory. So very, very impressive. There you go. Take note, it's going to happen. If you want to be ahead of the posse, you know, get in now. Any inquiries, give me a call. Peter McMahon, European Industrial Chillers, 018255 155, or email chillers@EICL.ie. There you go. Early Christmas present for you.